The shadow of success. Understanding the importance of impostor syndrome. In the modern professional landscape, there is a silent phenomenon that haunts the hallways of Silicon Valley startups, the corridors of prestigious universities, and the creative studies studios of world-class artists. It is a psychological pattern known as impostor syndrome. Despite its clinical sounding name, it is not a mental disorder, but rather a deeply ingrained sense of intellectual phoniness. While often discussing as a hurdle to be overcome, understanding the importance of impostor syndrome, both its prevalence and its underlying mechanics, is crucial for fostering resilience, emotional intelligence, and authentic leadership in the 21st century. What is impostor syndrome? First, coined in 1978 by psychologists Pauline Rose Klein and Townsend Imes, impostor syndrome describes high-achieving individuals who are unable to internalize their success. They attribute their accomplishment to luck, timing, or fooling others into thinking they are more competent than they actually are. The importance, the importance, the importance of discussing this phenomenon lies in its universality. Studies suggest that approximately 70% of people will experience this feeling at some point in their lives. By acknowledging its existence, we move away from individual shame toward a collective understanding of the pressure of modern achievement. The paradox of competence. One of the most vital reasons to study impostor syndrome is what it reveals about human competence. Paradoxical, the impostor feeling rarely applies to who are truly incompetent. Instead, they are most common among high achievers. This led us to the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people with low ability at task overestimate their ability. Conversely, those with high ability of underestimate their competence, assuming if a task is easy for them, it must be easy for everyone else. Understanding imposter syndrome is important because it acts as a green light for growth. If you feel like an imposter, it is often because you are operating at the edge for your comfort zone, pushing into new, challenging territories. The importance for mental health and corporate culture. In a professional context, ignoring the signs of imposter syndrome can lead to significant organizational friction. Its importance manifests in three key areas. One, prevention of burnout. Individuals feel like fraud of overprepare or work twice as hard to ensure they aren't found out. This unsustainable pace is a primary driver of chronic stress and burnout. Organizations that normally say that discussing of these feelings create a safer environment where employees feel comfortable seeking feedback rather than hiding behind a mask of perfection. 2. Diversity and inclusion. Imposter syndrome does not hit everyone equally. Research shows it disproportionately affects women and underrepresented minorities. When you are the only one in the room who looks like you, the systematic lack of representation reinforces the internal narrative that you don't belong. Recognizing this is essential for the AI, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. It's not just about hiring diverse talent, but about supporting them from the psychological barriers that systematic exclusion creates. 3. The perfectionist trap. Imposter syndrome is the engine behind toxic perfectionism. By understanding the importance of this link, managers can help shift the focus from flawless execution to iterative learning, turning the imposter into an asset. While experience is undeniably uncomfortable, there is an argument to be made for the positive importance of these feelings when managed correctly. It can be a catalyst for several high-value traits. Humility. Those who feel like impostors are rarely arrogant. They remain grounded and are usually open to the ideas of others. Diligence. The fear of being exposed of leads to a rigorous attention to detail and high standard of work. Continuous learning. Because imposters feel they don't know enough, they are often the most voracious learners in an organization, constantly seeking to upgrade their skills to match their perceived lack of knowledge. The social importance I call for authenticity, authenticity. In the age of social media and great highlight reels, imposter syndrome has reached an all-time high. We are constantly comparing our behind the scenes, our double, missing mornings and mistakes with everyone else front of house. The importance of addressing imposter syndrome on a social level is about reclaiming authenticity. When high-profile figures from Maya Angelou to Tom Hanks admitting to feeling like frauds, it breaks the spells. It tells the younger generation that bold is not a sign of weakness but a company of ambition. Conclusion. Embracing to uncertain. The importance of imposter syndrome lies in its ability to act as a mirror for our values. We only feel like imposters in rooms we care about being in. We only worry about our competence in files we respect. By bringing the imposter out of the shadows into the light of shared conversation, we transform it from a paralyzing fear into shared human experience. Ultimately, the goal is not to stop feeling like an imposter, but to ensure those feelings never stop us from taking our seats at the table. Success is not absence of doubt. It is the ability to keep moving forward despite it. Thanks.